greatest choice that you can make as a man, it isn't where you go to college. It isn't the car that you drive. It isn't where you decide to live, what side of town, downtown, suburbs. It ain't what city you want to live in. It's not what state or country you want to live in either. The greatest asset that you can make as a man, the greatest choice that you make as a man, is who you decide to have kids with. Who you decide to have kids with. Not your wife, because a lot of y'all do shit ass backwards. You fucking start having kids while you're 18, 19 years old, and then you have a baby mama, and then you're fucking in your 30s, and you're like, oh, I want to get married now. You know what I mean? You're not doing it the right way. The right way is to grow up, 18, go to college. If you go to college, if not, you know, try to find you a husband or a wife while you're in your 20s or your 30s. And then you have kids once you find your wife, bro. You dig? That's how you're supposed to do it. But that ain't typical of black Americans. We do shit ass backwards. We do shit way ass backwards. We have kids while we are kids. But I'm going to tell you this. If you are 16, 17, 18, because that's generally when most young black Americans start having kids, from fucking 18 to about 25, right? You ain't your finances ain't together. You ain't got no money. Generally who becomes the mother of the kid is the grandma. The grandma going to be the one taking care of the kid. Let's be realistic. Look, fellas, who you decide to have kids with is the biggest decision you will make your whole life. So look at it like this, man. And I've said this before. The sooner you can learn how to control your dick, the sooner you can control your life. Now, a lot of y'all, your dick controls you. You don't control your dick. Your dick controls you. Anything with fat ass and big titties and a pretty smile and thick ass lips, you automatically, your dick getting hard and you want to fuck them. That's the typical male, right? Typical male. Then you end up with a bunch of illegitimate kids because you didn't know how to not fuck a woman. You didn't know how to turn pussy down. You think all pussy is good pussy. Just like it's a lot of you niggas that think all money is good money, but it's not. So all pussy ain't good pussy, bro. Value yourself more than to just slide your dick up in somebody raw. And it's interesting to me because this whole apocalypse we in, let's just call it, it's a whole apocalypse. Sexy Red and, you know, all these hoe ass songs that's out right now. Ain't nobody talking about STDs. Nobody. Everybody acting like AIDS is not around. Everybody acting like gonorrhea ain't around no more. Everybody acting like herpes ain't around no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would swear it ain't no STDs no more the way people out here fucking. But you ain't worried about that because, you know, you want to fuck her raw. You dig? Look, when you have a kid with somebody, the kid is going to have half your genetics and half the mother's genetics. You could be the most upstanding, square, go to work, 9 to 5, own hella businesses, own hella assets, went to Princeton, went to Yale, pay all your taxes on time, never been in trouble with the law, come from a good family, there's no convicts in your family, barely got a speeding ticket your whole life, you know, and that's the only interaction you have with the police. And then you end up one night with some big booty thought that you met at a fucking spring break or at a frat party or wherever. And this is specifically for my young men, right? And you met this bitch, she got a big old ass, big titties, and she out here And you a man, so of course your dick gonna get hard because she got what you want. She got them big ass titties. She got that fat ass. You know? And she telling you how much she want to do this to you and do that to you, and she a throat goat and all this other shit, and you lame to the game. Not realizing a lot of these bitches, hood rats in particularly, their number one hustle is the hood rat hustle, the 18-year hood rat hustle. And what is that, Kevin? The 18-year hood rat hustle is she gonna get pregnant by your motherfucking ass. She specifically gonna have a kid with you so that she can start getting child support from your ass. Now look, I got a friend right now that's paying $1,500 a month on child support because he thought with his dick and not his mind. It happens all the time. I don't feel bad for any of you men who decide to think with your dick instead of your mind because, you know, you're too weak. You're not disciplined. It says a lot about a man who doesn't know how to turn pussy down. Because the way some of you men act, y'all act like pussy is just, it's a scarcity of it out here, but it's not. Young guys, who you decide to lay with every night, who you decide to fuck on every night, who you decide to have kids with will determine the rest of your life. If you have a daughter with a woman who is promiscuous, who doesn't give a fuck really about nothing. There's a lot of women out here who don't give a fuck about nothing. They hate their father. And there's ways you can pick them out, fellas. Like, I mean, it ain't hard to tell. The first thing you ask her on the first date is, what's your relationship with your father? And if she starts and all that shit, I don't really know my dad. Nope. No strong father figure in her life. Number one red flag, my nigga. I'm telling you. The only thing a chick with daddy issues is good for is sucking some good dick. But beyond that, my nigga, you should be strong enough not even to deal with her. Because at the end of the day, if she has a horrible relationship with her pops, she don't respect men. And she's not gonna respect you. It takes a father to show his daughter how to love a man and how to appreciate herself as a woman and how to be a lady. You know, women soak up the game from their fathers, man. Women need the game from the men in their lives. And you can't teach her that, bro. So if you met her and she's like, I don't really get on with my dad, you need to exile that shit. How you meet her is going to reflect how your daughter's going to be in the next 15 to 20 years. So if you got that little big booty thought and you like fucking her raw, because don't get me wrong, it's amazing, right? You fuck a little big booty thought, she don't respect herself, she ain't got a whole lot of shit going on. All she cares about is partying, going to brunch, being drunk all the time. And of course she's gonna be, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be deputized to do all this shit because her mama probably was an OG hoe too. So her mama's gonna tell her it's okay to live this lifestyle. You know? It's gonna get real bad for you, bro. Trust me. It'll get really bad for you. You don't want to have a kid with a woman who don't respect herself. Because if she don't respect herself, she's not going to respect you. And if you have a kid with her, your daughter is going to end up just like her. She's going to be out here, hoe his life, disrespecting herself. You know what I mean? So, hey, Dr. Dre made a song about it years ago. You can't make a hoe a housewife. I know some of you tricks, y'all married your favorite hoe from college, blowjob Betty, and you thought you could change the bitch. And oh my wife's a good woman. She had a checkered past, but now she's good. Look, a hoe is only gonna be a hoe. A hoe can only suppress her sexual whole nature for so long. Eventually, she's gonna go back to where she came from. Trust and believe it. Kanye thought that he could change the bitch, didn't he? The bitch was a hoe before he met her. He married the bitch, I could change her. Had kids with her, look at him now. She back in the streets. You dig? Understand that, fellas. The number one choice that you make is who you decide to have kids with. Because a lot of y'all not going to get married. Let's be real. That's fine. But a lot of y'all going to have kids. More of y'all going to have kids and get married, right? So, understand this. Do not have kids with a woman who hates herself. Because a lot of these broads out here with their ass and their titties out and hella disrespectful and unladylike characteristics and shit. Bro, look, man, they don't give a fuck about they self. They don't. And your daughter gonna end up the same way. Peace and love.